Welsh Water wanted to create a campaign that would convey the dangers of swimming in reservoirs, but also the experience of what it would be like if you were a friend on the shore, seeing your friend struggling or even drowning. So for the first scene, we shot it using 360 cameras by the side of a reservoir just outside of Merthyr. And the second half was filmed in a water tank in Peterborough. And that really allowed us to kind of use a more traditional style of filmmaking that would help us capture the real horrors of struggling and drowning, and then use that footage and sew it all together to create a really immersive and interactive 360 experience.
I've never worked in one of these tanks before. We found how difficult it is just staying afloat and stuff in this tank. Just imagine how it would be in a real reservoir.
Yeah, we're in a really safe environment here, and just thinking about the fact that if you do go swimming in a reservoir, then it's not going to be safe like this. There aren't going to be people who can necessarily help you out. So it's been a really worthwhile experience, I'd say.
Over the past few years, there have been a number of deaths from people swimming in reservoirs. Most people don't realise actually how dangerous it can be to swim in those reservoirs. They don't realise that even on the hottest summer day, that the temperatures can still be freezing, that there can be strong undercurrents which will pull even the strongest swimmer under. And so we're trying to use a bold, more innovative approach and hard-hitting campaign to actually remind people that swimming in reservoirs can lead to deaths.
So this is the second part of the shoot. We're in this beautiful setting, which is Pont Stickell, just outside of Merthyr. And this is where we're going to be doing the 360 element of the shoot. We've got perfect weather for it. This is the kind of day that people may be tempted to come and swim in reservoirs like this because they're so beautiful. So what we really want to kind of communicate is, once again, these places look fantastic, but underneath the surface of the water, it's absolutely freezing.
It's a beautiful day for it. It's my first 360 experience. I'm a bit nervous, but I'm really excited.
I had a burger and chips on the way home. I could have cried, it was so good.
That's regular.
So the main challenge of filming 360 is the fact that the camera's looking everywhere. Obviously there's practical issues when you're on set. You normally stand behind a camera. You can't be behind a camera, you have to find somewhere to hide. You're not able to review things, you go along. It's a little bit more like a theatre production in that it all has to happen at the same time. You can't do cutaways, you can't use another take. Everything has to be perfect. With the combination of the 360 promo, the radio campaigns, the additional public civic broadcasts on the web and the Facebook microsite, we hope that all these elements will make people think twice, perhaps before venturing into the water this summer. And ultimately, hopefully, we will save lives, which is the main purpose of this campaign.